So one of the things that we're going to follow pretty closely is the next major PC refresh cycle. And it's something that we've been talking about for several quarters, but I think something that we're going to see come to fruition in 2025. Really, since the pandemic, there's a lot of PCs bought in 2021. The total addressable market increased quite substantially as there's more people working and learning from home. And as those PCs have aged, we're going to see those PCs start to be replaced, which is also contributed to by the factor of Microsoft ending support for Windows 10 in October of 2025. So we think that is also another factor that's going to drive PC refresh, as well as the advent of the AI PC. However, what we've seen, and I think it's really the case in a lot of technology markets, when there's a new technology out there, that hardware innovation has to happen first before that software innovation happens. And right now, that's exactly what we're seeing in AI PC, where we've seen silicon vendors, including Intel and AMD, as well as Qualcomm, all develop these very capable AI PC chips, but we're not really seeing applications that leverage these new chips and these NPUs to their full potential. So I think that's something that we'll start to see more in 2025 and 2026. Recently, we were at a Lenovo event, and we heard from Lenovo that there's already over 100 independent software vendors working to develop applications that leverage the neural processing unit on some of these new AI PC chips. We also know that the silicon vendors, as well as the platform providers, so whether that's Windows or Apple, they're making more tools available to developers to kind of create these killer apps that we see as being the driving force behind AI PC adoption. We'll really focus on what the OEMs are doing, and a good example of that is recently we heard Lenovo announce what it's calling its AI Now personal agent. So on the theme of agentic AI, which has really become a popularized term over the last few quarters, as I'm sure you know, Lenovo has developed its own proprietary AI agent. We do know that Copilot, Microsoft's Copilot, has been integrated into a lot of these new PCs, especially the more powerful Copilot Plus PCs. But where Lenovo's AI Now personal agent comes in is it's proprietary and it only runs locally on the computer. So nothing's being sent to the cloud for querying, whereas some Copilot Plus features do leverage the cloud. So that's a differentiator for Lenovo right now, is that proprietary AI agent. And I think what we'll see is kind of some of Lenovo's competitors, so HP and Dell, really become a little bit more vocal in messaging around AI capabilities and AI agents that they're developing proprietarily themselves. So I think first of all, readers should look to our quarterly reports where we're going to dive into financials and announcements that the company's made over the last quarter. But again, the benchmark I think is a really great place for TBR's readers to kind of compare and contrast what the different PC OEMs are doing and how their strategies differ, and then maybe the similarities in their strategies around trying to drive this adoption of the AI PC.